The Red Strings Club is an insular experience about talking to people. It's a game about discussions, about making choices based on personal, ethical and moral beliefs. It's about what makes us human, about altruistic corporations making choices that affect our society and what control we have over these hypothetical scenarios. It's about friendship. It's about love. Although brief, the Red Strings Club is an astoundingly well-written game that will undoubtedly stick with whoever plays it for a long time after they end up walking away. Set in a cyberpunk metropolis in the distant future, you play as three main characters: a cyber hacker called Brandeis, an enigmatic information broker / bartender called Donovan, and a fugitive AI named Atara. In an attempt to uncover a corporate plot that threatens humanity, the three protagonists use their unique set of skills to thwart the conspiracy and save the world. Brandeis can talk on the phone using other people's voices, Atara can sculpt genetic implants out of clay, and Donovan can make cocktails. You see, the Red Strings Club may be a game about dialogue choices, about communicating with a set of characters connected to the plot in order to advance through the story, but the way developer Deconstruct team have framed these conversations from a design level is incredibly clever. Let's focus on Donovan, seeing as though you spend the majority of your time playing as him, pouring drinks and collecting information from within the titular bar from which the game takes its title, the Red Strings Club. Larissa, our customer and marketing director of the company we're currently investigating, has information we need to toss out of her, so we pour her a drink. We have a choice of creating 4 concoctions. Each one will manipulate Larissa into feeling a certain emotion. So in this instance, for example, we make her a drink that makes her feel euphoric. Overjoyed, Larissa now gushes about her most recent projects to us with very little encouragement, excited and willing to do so, whereas previously she may have been cautious and closed off. Later on, we may make her feel remorseful, fearful, or even horny, depending on what we decide would be beneficial for the questions we still need answers for. By applying the small gameplay loop, which requires precise physical movements using the mouse, each alcohol choice moves this circle in a direction towards the desired emotion, creates a tangible connection to this world in a far more engaging way than if you were told to simply select one option from a list of many. And okay, yes, there's still a lot of that in here too. Regardless of how stripped back it may be, it's still a point-and-click adventure at the end of the day. But these sections provide options that prompt you more to answer based on your own beliefs as a player, instead of just simple dialogue choices. At one point, for instance, the game asks you whether you think the brain implant should let human beings be depressed, if it should allow homophobia, racism or sexism to continue to exist, if it has the power to eradicate them completely. And for once, these questions aren't tough to answer because they're a puzzle, the solution of which will progress the story or not. There's no failed states here. The game wants to know what you stand for as a person right now, even if the question is a total hypothetical. How, ethically, do you align yourself within this world? Your decisions made small adjustments to the story, displayed visually within the UI as a red string, very clever, but I'm unsure how much these choices affect the narrative outside of a few small conversations you'll have at set points throughout the game. They're more there for you to take an insular look at yourself, I feel, rather than as a trigger for a scripted event that occurs later down the line. Due to its short playtime, I won't delve too deeply into the story, but what I will say is this: the Red Strings Club can sit proudly in the ranks of heavy hitters like Blade Runner and certain episodes of Black Mirror as an evocative, introspective look at the human condition through a technology-focused frame. As I've mentioned, most of the game's core narrative beats revolve around hypothetical scenarios like transhumanism, but there's a lot of subtext to be read from it too. Important discussions that are related to real issues happening right now in modern day, its role within society, for instance, our relationship with it, the effect it could potentially have on our development as a species. And all of these huge philosophical conversations happen primarily within just one room. And I adore this because you never feel like you need to see anything more. Red Strings Club lets us peer through a pin-sized hole at the world surrounding the bar, and yet still manages to create a richly detailed setting that some AAA blockbusters struggle to do with a fully modelled 3D environment. And that's not just a testament to its superb writing either. Its pixel art is gorgeously designed and beautifully animated, and its soundtrack has a thumping techno beat that is so full of deep emotion it makes me want to gush. I'm sorry, it's that good. I really enjoyed the Red Strings Club. Short it may be, but lacking in any kind of emotional depth, it certainly isn't. If you're looking for a thoughtful experience that takes a peek at what it means to be human in a tightly designed futuristic setting with inspired gameplay mechanics, interesting characters, and a soundtrack to die for, look no further than this wonderful game. Oh, apart from this one puzzle, this can get right into the bin. If you play this, power through it. Don't let this finity nonsense make you change your mind. Hey everyone, thanks for watching this far. Small bit of self-promotion as a reward for getting to the end. Not a punishment, even though it might seem like that, I guess. Punishment for me for having to say this. I'll get to the point. If you like this video, share it, like it, and maybe subscribe. Maybe you don't have to, but if you did, that'd be nice. I guess. Bit of wee validation for me there. Cheers. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. I can't do these bits.